Hello, it's MattyFBaby here with a little PvP update action for you, and today we're going to be doing a smash or pass on the new PvP update. Are we going to smash certain part of the updates into our lineup, or are we going to pass on certain Pokemon? Are we going to smash on the new switch mechanics, or are we going to pass on the new switch mechanics? So let's go check out the new Pokemon and the new features. Before we get into the video, I just want to say any attention given to PvP is amazing by Niantic. Thank you. Any new move added for a Pokemon is going to just make it a little better at the very least, but what we're trying to say is which one of these I really like and which one of these are just like kind of bleh. So just because I'm passing on something doesn't mean that it's like not useful at all. It just means that it's not like as useful as some of the other stuff, so just keep that in mind. The first Pokemon to get a new move is Alolan Raichu. Its previous move pool for charge moves was Thunder Punch, Wild Charge, and Psychic. And Psychic is able to deal with the ground or the grass type counters. Grass isn't super effective against us, but they can tank all of our other moves. So that's still a great move to help you in a cup like the Jungle Cup, where there's gonna be grass and poison types, because a lot of grass types are poison. That's why Psychic's helpful, and just because it doesn't get resisted by grass if it is just a single grass type, the way Electric do. But anyways, it's getting Grass Knot. It's 50 energy cost. It's going to take 7 fast moves and 7.5 seconds to get there. It's the same energy cost as Wild Charge, and it's just really good coverage move to give it help in a future cup where there's going to be more ground type Pokemon prevalent if there's like an electric and ground combination. And so for this new move on Alolan Raichu, we're going to smash. We like this new move. We're going to smash it onto our lineups, and yeah, we think it's going to be a great coverage move for Alolan Raichu. Our next Pokemon is Vileplume, and Vileplume is going to be receiving Sludge Bomb. Its 2 fast moves, Razor Leaf and Acid, are not great for energy gain, and that really hurt it beforehand, and you know, it's still gonna hurt it a little bit because its charge moves were, the lowest was Petal Blizzard at 65 energy cost, and you had Moonblast at 70 and Solar Beam at 80. So Sludge Bomb is 50 energy, and it's gonna be a little bit better than the other options, but I'm still gonna go and give Vileplume a pass. There's gonna be other better Razor Leafers out there, and it doesn't, if it was maybe 35 energy cost move, that'd be really great for Vileplume. I'd give it a nice smash, but yeah, 50 energy is still gonna take a pretty decent time to get over there, so we're gonna pass. Our next Pokemon to receive a new move pool is going to be Hypno. Hypno is getting Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, and Ice Punch. They're going to be 40 energy cost, and that is going to be really good for Hypno. If you don't have a legacy Hypno with Psyshock or with Shadow Ball, then your energy cost is going to be 65, 70, or 75 on its old non-legacy move pool. So now you have 3 different options for things that are going to be 40 energy costs, and it takes about 8.5 seconds and 4 confusions to get there. So for that reason of just really making it get to charge moves for non-legacy Hypnos a lot faster, I'm going to smash that onto our lineups. That is a smash for us. We're going to smash that into our lineup. So let's go, Hypno. Our next Pokemon to receive a new move is Electrode, and Electrode is going to be receiving Foul Play, a dark type move. Before this, it only had 2 electric type charge moves and 1 normal type, which is Hyper Beam, which takes 5 ever and a day to get there. So now with Foul Play, it's going to take 6.5 moves and 45 energy costs for Foul Play. So, 6 moves and 6.5 seconds to get there. It's a nice something that's not electric type. They can get there at a pretty fast time. So we're gonna go ahead and smash this new move set for Electrode. We like this. It gets a smash from us. Our next Pokemon we're going to talk about is Aerodactyl, and Aerodactyl is going to be receiving a fast move in Rock Throw that has 2.5 energy per turn, and it says that, you know, it's going to help us against other flying encounters, but I don't think it's going to be that helpful to Aerodactyl. It's not going to gain energy at a great rate. It has a low energy cost move of Ancient Power. That's its lowest one. It's still going to take 9.5 seconds to get there and 9 fast moves. I just don't see this turning the tide for Aerodactyl and making it a viable Pokemon for PvP, so we're going to have to give Aerodactyl a big old pass. See you later. Now it's time for some legendary birds. The first one up is Articuno. Articuno is going to receive Ice Shard Fast Move and Ancient Power charge move, and that is going to help it against like its fire counters, but it really needs to watch out for rock the most anyways, and this doesn't help it against rock Pokemon really. I mean, it's not going to be super effective against them. It's just going to be neutral damage, and so it's going to have Ice Shard is going to get 0.83 more energy per turn than its old move, and Ancient Power is 45 energy cost. It's the same as Icy Wind, so it's going to take 5 moves and 8 seconds to get to Ancient Power. I just don't see this making Articuno a viable Pokemon or an overpowering Pokemon, and I'm going to have to go ahead and pass on it. So the next Pokemon to receive a new move is going to be Zapdos, and Zapdos is going to be receiving 2 charge moves in Drill Peck and Ancient Power, and you can't get a Thunder Shock Zapdos, the great fast move that we got with tons of energy, into the Great League because it was a raid day exclusive move, but it still has Charge Beam, which does charge up pretty nice. It's got good energy per turn, and so it's gonna, you know, take 40 energy to get to Drill Peck and 45 to get to Ancient Power. Its old moves energy costs were 80, 55, and 60, so this is going to be lower than all of those, and I think it's going to make Zapdos a lot better than it used to be because Zapdos has a fast charging and Charge Beam, and it also doesn't have to worry about the double weakness to rock like the other 2 legendary birds are. So for now, I'm gonna go ahead and smash on the Zapdos. Out of any of the legendary birds, I think this one benefits the most from the new flying move and the new rock move. It has, you know, 3 different types of moves it can send off now: electric, flying, or rock. So it's the most diverse bird. That's the word. The last bird we have is Moltres, and Moltres is going to be receiving Wing Attack fast move that's going to have 3.5 energy per turn. Its old fast move was 3.33, so it's not a great upgrade in the fast move energy, but at least it is a different type. And then it's going to be receiving Ancient Power as well. So Ancient Power, as you know, 45 energy cost, and if you compare it to its other move charge moves, it's going to have 75, 80, or 80 on Great League viable moves because its legacy Sky Attack you cannot get into the Great League. So it is an upgrade. It is going to be the best charge move, and I just don't see it being a game changer for Moltres. It still has to worry about rock really hard, and it doesn't have anything to really help it there. The Sky Attack or the Wing Attack doesn't help it against those rock threats, and neither does the Ancient Power. I just don't see this really giving Moltres that much more viability. Though it is a big upgrade, I still just would pass on it. I just don't think it's going to be great for much of anything, so I'm gonna still go ahead and pass on Moltres. So next we're going to have Sceptile, and Sceptile is receiving Dragon Claw. It's a very fast move, and it has Fury Cutter, a very fast move. So Dragon Claw is 35 energy, the same as Leaf Blade. Aerial Ace was 45, so it already had a lot of good spamming moves, one of which can cover its weakness to Bug. I think it's going to be nice for a cup eventually, but I just don't see this being a huge game changer for Sceptile. I still like Sceptile, but I'm going to go ahead and pass on this being a great new addition for Sceptile. I think that, you know, it was already pretty fine, and Dragon Claw will give it, like, it can serve as like a dragon attacker one day, and I understand why they gave it a dragon move because it goes into a dragon mega evolution, but I just don't see it being a game changer for Sceptile. If they gave it something to help cover like a fire weakness, you know, like some sort of water move or a rock move, I think that'd be a lot better. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pass on this, and it's not to say it wasn't a step in the right direction. It's not something that won't have any viability at any point. There probably will be a tournament where Dragon Claw on Sceptile will be nice. So for now, I'm gonna pass, but I'm just gonna say it was a hard decision. I just think that it was pretty fine before, and this doesn't make it that much better, is why I go ahead and pass on this new move for it. But it probably will have a place in our hearts one day in one cup. Alright, so it's time for Aggron. Aggron is getting smacked down, and you might be thinking, well, this is Aggron. You know we're gonna pass on that dude. He's gotta watch out for 2x weaknesses to fighting and ground. But hear me out. So Smackdown hits like a truck. It's one of those really hard-hitting moves. And let's say we get a flying grass and rock cup one day. You know how they only did 3 for Nightmare? What if they did flying, grass, and rock? So you want to have Smackdown for flying Pokemon, right? And you would have something like a Tyranitar that could do that. But Aggron's steel type, so the rock Pokemon, they'd need to worry about the grass Pokemon, right? So as a steel type, that would help him, right? And it would give Aggron a little edge, right? So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and smash on this. I think this is a step in the right direction for Aggron. It doesn't have the best charge moves. It has like Thunder, Stone Edge, and then it has Heavy Slam, but it's gonna be one of those fast moves where the fast move is what really makes that Pokemon useful for that cup. So I just think that there could be instances where Aggron with Smackdown is just way better than Aggron without it. So I think it's going to be a smash from me. I'm going to smash that onto a lineup, and I've always liked Aggron. He looks really cool. He looks like Shredder from the Ninja Turtles if he was like, you know, a little beefy. So yeah, I'm smashing. Claydol is our next Pokemon. It's going to be receiving Mud Slap. It already has Confusion and Extra Sensory as its two fast moves. They're both psychic, so they wanted to give it something that wasn't psychic. So Confusion hits like a truck, Extra Sensory doesn't hit like a truck, but it gets more energy per turn. It's 3.33 as opposed to the 3 for Confusion. But then you have Mud Slap at only 2.67. So at only 2.67, it's not going to gain you much energy very fast, and I really wish that it was getting Mud Shot instead of Mud Slap for this update, but you know, you can't always get what you want, and I think it could be viable for it at some point down the road, but yeah, Confusion just hits like a truck, and I just don't think it's that huge of an upgrade. The real big upgrade to Claydol was when Earth Power was dropped. I'm gonna go ahead and pass on this Mud Slap addition. If it was Mud Shot, I'd be like, yeah, let's go, bro. But yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of Mud Slap. I'm not saying it won't ever have any viability, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass on it for now. Next, we have a Steel King. We have Bronzong, and Bronzong is going to be receiving Psyshock and Bulldoze. And before this update, its charge moves, the Flash Cannon costs 65, Heavy Slam costs 50, and Psychic costs 70. So that's 50, 65, and 70 energy costs for its charge moves. And now with Psyshock, it's going to have a move that is only 45 energy costs, and Bulldoze is only going to be 60 energy costs. So I think this is a huge step in the right direction for another great Confusion user, and I really like this for Bronzong. That's going to be a yes from me, dog. Smash! Our final single Pokemon for this video is going to be Electro Fire. Electro Fire is receiving Ice Punch, and before this it only had electric type moves, and it has Thunder Shock, which is the go-to electric type fast move. So now it has Ice Punch, which if you're in a tournament like Jungle, we know that one of the biggest threats to our electric types is the grass types that can just wall them out. So now this is one of the electric types that is going to have a coverage move for those grass Pokemon. So for that reason alone, I have to smash on this. I think this is a great move in the right direction for Electivire. Of course, ground Pokemon are also weak to ice, so that's another good thing because electric's only weakness is ground, even though grass are great counters to them as well. So that's what's so great about Ice Punch. It's going to be super effective to our only hard counter and our like softer counters. I guess they're both like hard counters. Grass usually hard counters like electric types because they can like tank everything they send their way. So yeah, smash! So for our final Pokemon, we're going to be talking about the Charm users, the Pokemon that got Charm. So that's going to be Raichu, Clefable, Wigglytuff, Wobbuffet, Granbull, Donphan, Gardevoir, Delcatty, Latias, Togekiss, and Gallade. And we're gonna give this a huge smash. We're smashing on this. It's just, I mean, if you could have a very fast move in the game and pass on it, what is you doing, baby? It's just great. I mean, it's great for all parties involved. It gets a smash. And then we're gonna go to Skull Bash, which is going to increase the user's defense 100% of the time. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to give it a pass. It takes Raichu with Thunder Shock, the legacy move, 9.5 seconds to get there. It takes Lapras with Ice Shard, 12.5 seconds to get there. It's just very energy costly, and for someone like Raichu, it can't stand to wait 9.5 seconds. It's flimsy. It is going to give it that buff, but it can't stand to wait. Maybe for Lapras it can sit in there for 12.5 seconds, but for now I'm going to pass on it, and it could be situational with different Pokemon. Haven't had a chance to fully test it, so if I have to change this decision, my bad, but for now, pass. And now the most important part of this update is going to be the new switch mechanic, and let's read what it has to say. So switching Pokemon will now briefly pause the game. This will grant you more time to choose which Pokemon to call out, and it will avoid Pokemon causing damage to each other while they're withdrawn into their Pokeballs. So I think it goes without saying, the community is passing on this. We don't want it. We don't like it. It's taking away the sacrificial switches, the perfectly timed switches to tank in an incoming charge move. If you're in an unideal matchup and you have a Pokemon in the back that can tank this charge move and you want to waste your opponent's energy they've gained. And I don't know how many times this has saved me personally and given me advantages personally. It's something that we've been working on this entire time we've been in PvP. And it's an advanced skill. It takes timing, it takes practice, it takes anticipation, and it's just been killed. It's been slaughtered. It's been left out in the field to die, and it's gonna be a huge pass. And Niantic, we are asking you to please save PvP. Please, we're passing on this. Next we have the new charge move feature, and there's no smash or pass on this. It says something about swiping and stuff, but it's not implemented yet, so we don't know. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new, I hope that you decide to subscribe. If you're old, I hope you decide to just tell me what you thought. Like, what would you pass on? What would you smash into your lineups? If you like this video, just let me know down below. If you liked the concept of this first ever Pokemon Go smash or pass video, it's like a thing on YouTube. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Y'all have a nice day. Peace out.